Hi everybody, what's going on? So welcome back to Strippers and Cocktails. Okay, look, I know I'm cheating. I didn't really make a cocktail. Totally cheated. I got this out of the fridge. It's one of those Smirnoff Ice pink lemonade things, but they're really, really good, so I couldn't help myself. And as I was getting it out of the fridge, I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? I should tell you guys a story about Deja Vu. So, a million years ago, meaning like 2003, I used to work at the Deja Vu in Springfield, Illinois, okay? And, well, let's start from the beginning. So, Deja Vu, they got clubs all over the place. There's a lot of clubs. In quite a few countries. There's ones in the United States, France, Canada. No, I don't know about Canada. Australia, I'm trying to think, Mexico. I mean, I don't know, England, France, I know that. It's just all over the place. But it was started by a guy named Harry Money or Money or something. It's like M-O-H-N-E-Y. I think it's pronounced money, I don't know. Anyways, this guy, yeah, he was like the pornographic king. I guess he was a pretty big deal in the pornographic business. He founded it in 1968. And so yeah, and that's a little bit of a history on the place. And I know that I read that right now, or not right now, but I don't know if a few years ago or something, there were quite a few dancers that got together and they have a lawsuit settlement against Deja Vu for $6.55 million or something. And it's something with the wages, them getting paid and them getting fined and feed for stuff and something with the pay. I do know that when you're a dancer, you like never get paid. You're an independent contractor. You pay them a fee every night. You pay them a house fee. And that's what the settlement is, something with that, something with that. But I do know when I worked there, my experience, and this is just my experience, they find and feed you for every little bullshit thing that they could. I totally remember that, and I hated it. So like a dance would be $20, you probably get like $10 of it. And if you did a VIP, which like say a VIP, like they call them the champagne rooms, they're really, but so what? That would be $300. You'd probably get like $150 of it or something. It was like they took a huge percentage of like everything you made. It was like ridiculous. And the place that I worked at, they weren't that busy. They had a lot of slow nights, so it was kind of frustrating. And that's the only strip club in that area. So it's like you really have nowhere else to go. Deja Vu really was the only place to go if you wanted to do that line of work. One night I just got so fed up and I was leaving town anyway and I was gonna go to the Chicago area, more strip clubs, you know, and that's when I made my escape. Because they would tell me like, when I got off stage, oh, now you owe us this much money, this X amount of dollars because you didn't get off stage with a robe on. And I'm like, well, I don't have one. How do I need to get one of those. Well, so that you don't get fined every time you get off stage, you can go buy one at our adult bookstore right up at the front. So it's like, yeah, how convenient. I had to buy their merchandise. It was like ridiculous. That's how they did it. And they didn't have alcohol there. So that's how they nickel and dime the girls. And it was fully nude with just a juice bar. Like they had Red Bull and cranberry juice. I just got so fed up. And I remember telling the guy who ran the bookstore up in front, this guy Steve, he was so nice. And his wife was like a dancer in the back. And she was really sweet too. And I remember telling him, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run out with my money because I don't want to work here anymore and I'm so sick and tired of them ripping me off. I just can't have them do that another night. I need this money for gas money and rent. And I only made like $500. But if I would have cashed out that night, I would have gone home with like half that or less. I paid the DJ, that's important. He was really nice, really cool guy. And that was my chance. So when I told Steve this, I was like, I'm gonna do it. And he's like, all right. And I'm like, can you give me the signal when it's safe? When the manager goes in the office, let me know. And he's like, I got you. So, all right, this was it. So I was really nervous. I had to pump myself up too. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. This is it. This is it. I'm gonna get out of here. So I kept poking my head out and I was like, now is it time, you know? And I had to like work around like my stage rotation because I wanted to make it look like I was still working. But, so I wasn't wearing any clothes. I was only topless. And I had nothing but like a thong on, you know, a T-bar, and my clear heels. That was it. And it was really cold outside. So once the manager went in the office, I poked my head out and I looked at Steve and I see him and he goes, go. And that was it. So I had my purse, my keys, my clothes all up here, and I just ran out, took off down the hallway to the front door, and you hear a clack, 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 and I ran my butt off to the front door. And as I'm running to the front door, the stoner kid working the front desk goes, going somewhere and watched me run out of the front. He knew that place was full of it. So he didn't stop me, so I just kept going. And oh, by the way, I called a getaway driver, a girlfriend of mine, and she did just that. She pulled up, well, she didn't pull up under the awning, she pulled up across the parking lot, but it's okay. So it was all cold and icy, and I'm running out there in my heels, and I jump in her car, and I yelled, "Drive, Vicky, drive!" And I slammed the door shut, and she went skrrr and took off. I didn't tell her what I was doing, but it scared her, and she was like, "Oh my God." So she took off skrrr, out of the parking lot, and I remember there was some stoner kid, some college kid in the backseat sleeping like, "What?" He was half asleep, and he didn't know what was going on. He just saw me like with my purse and my keys, like half naked, like, "Oh God." I look behind me, and the manager and the bouncer are standing at the front door staring at me like while I'm taking off. They actually tried to run after me, but I was too quick. I never went back to Deja Vu after that. I just couldn't. That place was just, too much. Too much of the fines and the penalties. And they charged way too much for house fee. It was like 80 bucks a night, and they weren't even that great of a club. Most dumps, if you go to a dumpy strip club, your house fee is like 40 bucks or something. And this place had the audacity to charge that much. It was like, yeah, okay. So, yeah, that was it. So, that was my story. I'm gonna go finish this drink, and if you want to see some more stories, you can head on over to our Instagram, Stripper Tales, letter N, Cocktails. So Stripper Tales and Cocktails, and that's on Instagram. And follow us every week. Every Wednesday we try to drop a new video, and like and subscribe. Don't forget to do that, and put a comment in the comments. Have you ever worked at Deja Vu? Were you a customer? Did you work at the one in Springfield, Illinois? Let me know and drop them in the comments, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully, we'll try. So see you later, guys. Bye.